Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. You may have just seen my new intro for 2021. I should have used it. We've seen Jake 2 days in a row this year, Sultan. My God, 2 days in a row. Sultan's got some nice bits to do today. Rear light probably, maybe the front brakes. The front brakes are working well, guys, but we think they're binding a touch.
My key is
It's not the key, it's you. I do it with my left hand.
Well, I didn't know you were lefty.
Haven't you learnt the old kind of put pressure on and wiggle technique?
Bear in mind, I'm a locksmith, so you expect.
Like you go power, right? Look, you.
Yeah, power. That's how that's meant.
Shut up and listen. Look, you turn it and it does nothing. Yeah. The old give it a wiggle and keep turning thing. That's what you got to use. And this is my left hand.
Alright, fair enough.
You've got to learn that.
Don't do it. I need to check the indicators.
No, you turn it on. It's your bike. You're gonna sell this to someone one day.
Can't tell you.
And you can't turn it on. Why are you using your left hand?
There we go. I'm
Oh,
learning
for
from my
God's
teacher.
sakes, this is shocking.
Anyways, moment of truth. Left indicator.
What's wrong? He's got an indicator fish. It's so weird.
Left indicator. Yeah, we need to check.
Jake's... Oh, God. Jake's bike cut out, remember, the other day. I've told him, before stripping it down, because we are considering rebuilding it, double check the wiring. We're now checking for spark. That's right. Guys, I'd like to know in today's video what you think about my new intro. I think it's quite cool. All positive feedback is welcomed. Look how clean the garage is, Jake. Jake, did you notice? Oh no, you was here yesterday.
Yeah.
3 bikes in there, mate, at the back. 3 bikes. Wow. The dirtiest thing in there is the Vespa. And you. Right, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. One step at a time. Let me do my intro. Let me. I'm helping Jake with spark. Jake, what are you looking for?
Oh, I don't know, man. This garage is...
Just put your finger in the spark plug and turn it over. Right, let's get the big battery and the leads anyway. What I have?
She said to stop laughing and acting like a little dickhead.
That's Sultan. Alright guys, so me and Jake are having a lover's spat. Well, Jake's having a lover's spat. He's dead set that there's an electrical problem here. He's completely ignoring me that I've had these wires off and it still turns over properly. This is a piston issue or bottom end issue, guys. There is no... I'm telling you. Piston issue, top end or bottom end seizure. There's some sort of bigger issue going on here. So he's gone straight for the 8s, which is the valves over here, but actually he needs to pop off the injector here. And yeah, because basically we've got the spark plug out. No, we haven't actually. We've got another spark plug in. It wasn't showing any spark plug. Jake?
Yeah?
We haven't got the spark plug out. I've confused myself. We should...
Spark plugs in.
Why don't we pop the spark plug and see if the compression goes higher? That would make it more of a valve issue.
I'd rather just check the piston, because you said it's the piston.
Listen, yeah, it probably is the piston, top end,
So
but
we take the top end
if you
off.
pop the spark plug out, then that will give us an idea if the piston is moving up and down slightly better, and that the problem...
No, you should put your finger over to see if it's got compression.
Should we pop the spark plug?
Go on then.
Alright, let's pop the spark plug, guys. We got confused. I thought I had it popped here, but I haven't. I used the spare. Sultan's fault.
Electrics.
Alright guys, I felt bad I was neglecting Sultan a little bit. And he's needy. Right, so we need to mount the new light, and there's obviously lots of options, but it needs to be kind of like that, yeah? So, we've got a nice ridge here, this one. We're going to make a bracket out of sheet metal, bend it down, bolt that to it. It'll be here, so you bolt there and there to it. And then you've got your mount and your light. It's very interesting, this whole system, isn't it? It's... I kind of don't get it.
Where's the plate?
Like, it's kind of meant to be mounted through here, but then the light, you can't see the light. It needs to be mounted like that. So what are they doing here?
Then it mounts.
Yeah, but if you mount it like that, Jake, you can't see the light unless...
No, the light is for the number plate. That's
No.
the number plate light.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, that's the brake light and the...
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
There was something about on
Yeah,
the ad
brake
about
light and...
a light, a reg plate light itself.
No, there's a separate one underneath for the light. Basically, this almost needs to bend up, doesn't it? They've almost bent it too far.
Have you guys tried it out on the...
Because look, if you mount it like
I
that...
like his idea.
Why don't you just quickly try it off a battery?
What?
Why don't you connect the black and the red?
Because we know what it is.
But test it.
It's
to
high
make
beam
sure.
and low beam.
Why are we doing high beam on the back?
It's brake light, it's normal light and brake light. I know what it is.
But then that means you're going to have to run your brake lights.
No, it's all done. It's all there, look. See? It's all original. Don't worry about it. Trust. That is the rear light and brake light, and underneath it has the number plate light. The issue is...
You sure maybe you ain't holding it upside down?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then how do you mount the number plate?
How about we just have a look at the actual ad itself, and then we can like have some...
No, it's meant to mount like there's the mounting points there on top.
I mean, to be honest, it'll probably flash red anyway. You'll see it, even if it's slightly down anyway.
Yeah, but that's annoying. It almost needs to be, so you do use these mounting points, you should, and then that should be bent up a little bit. But if you use that mounting points, like it would go through there, wouldn't it? Unless it's like that. But it still needs to be bent up a bit. They've just done a bad job, really. So what we're going to do is put some sort of bracket down there and have the plate sticking out that way, which I like anyway.
Before we do any of that, where is the actual plate?
Don't worry, I'm going to find it right now. So guys, we're going to see if compression's back now. If compression is back, it would be more of a valve issue, wouldn't it? So now lots of the air should be coming out the spark plug hole. This should turn over at full speed now, Jake, okay?
Oh, you want me to actually...
Right, Sultan, put your tongue on the spark plug. It's a bit better. Right, now we can test spark, yeah? With it out.
Yeah.
Because it's turning at full speed. So where's the spark plug? Here.
Where's the spark plug tester?
Right, go on, go again. Right, stop, no spark. Now let's go back with our fix. That one. And that one. Right, let's check again for spark. Yeah, there is spark. Yeah, there is spark. Although it's clicking like it sparked twice in that whole sequence. But you are turning over really slowly, aren't you? So I think there's still some sort of compression issue there, is my opinion. Some sort of top end. What are you doing?
I'm worried in case... It's like you said.
There was spark, Jake. I saw it. It's on camera. But the engine's not turning over fast enough. Let's power this up in case that helps. Plus I don't want it dying. Wait, Jake, you're killing my battery. Like, disconnect for me a minute. Alright guys, Jake thinks he's found the issue. He thinks even though I did an amazing job with the wiring, he thinks that they were still touching at the bottom and that was causing no spark. Oh, a bit like that, guys. That was on camera, right. Jake. Thank you for that moment.
Take that off.
Yes, please. Plus my bike can charge because you killed its battery. So he thinks this is going to fire up. I will be shocked if it fires up. But if it does fire up and run as well as it did the last time I rode it, then you got a £600 bike here.
Charlie said he'd give me his lexmoto because I was right.
No, I didn't. Especially when you killed my battery for no reason. Anyway, so you don't need to go nuts, Jake. Just hand tight, mate.
Yeah, I know, but it's a long spark plug.
The tighter the better, that's actually.
Jake, we were sitting here maybe 4 years ago and we were saying we should start a YouTube channel, and you were like, nah, we should be on eBay. And I was like, nah, we should be on YouTube, and you were like, nah, we should be on eBay. And now we're like a split couple.
Yeah, I know.
Are you going to change your channel name to Motorcycle Rescuer?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
He's going to change his eBay name to Motorcycle Rescuer.
I'm going to come over to the dark side.
Jake Paul parts.
What?
Why does Jake walk past?
Because now people know him, they don't like him. But people like me, so... It does make sense. We started this together, kinda. No, not really. Jake just kind of imposed one day.
No, I didn't.
Pushed his bike to me.
I mean, same way as the guy.
So you're expecting this to start, Jake?
Yeah.
It needs to have enough compression to start. I'll be shocked, but he might be right.
And if I'm right, that
No.
means that whole debate we had about 10 minutes ago, you was wrong.
There's still compression issues on this bike. You can hear it.
Which is,
Don't let them touch.
yeah, I know. Which is funny because it's the same thing.
So this is going to start up, Jake, yeah?
Probably not, no.
No, it won't have enough compression. Rev the lexmoto a little bit, that'll give him a bit more power. Yeah, just hold it a little bit higher. That's it. Go on, Jake, try that again. See, the problem... Cut. See, the problem isn't spark, Jake, even though there is a slight problem there with that wiring. The problem is it's so heavy on the compression, isn't it? Like, if you put a tester in there, it wouldn't even test any compression because there isn't any.
I think it's your wiring.
Are you sure there's oil in that bike? It could have a heat seize.
I don't know. But it's got oil and it was turning over.
Is there oil in it? When was the last time you checked?
When I got the bike.
I'm curious. Stop cleaning my battery though. Where's the oil?
No, but it doesn't need changing.
I'm gonna check, guys. I'm gonna check. So, guys, we've got this bit of sheet metal. This is what we're gonna use. Sultan's already lined the one bit up. What's wrong with me? Right, hang on. Sultan, you've already lined up the bolts here, yes, and here for that.
Somewhat, yes.
Yes.
Somewhat, yes.
Okay, somewhat. So next step is drilling out a fair size hole there for this wire, and then drilling out 2 holes there and there for this.
Alright, what's the pen going again?
Okay, but they need to be
Exact.
well, you know,
don't have a marker or
close.
anything like that, do you?
What?
You don't have a marker or anything like that, do you?
No,
Yeah.
they need to be close-ish.
Alright, I'm gonna show you the tile.
You'll work it out.
The Tyler method.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then we'll get some drill bits out and we'll sort that out. I was just telling Jake I wanted to capture this moment on camera. The cylinder head should pop off in a minute. There's the that's the cam. What are they called? The rockers. Now, if Jake was using great practice,
Yeah.
you'd get a bungee cord to keep that chain out. But let me grab you one. Hang on.
No, it's fine. Look.
You got a bungee cord?
No, I've got an Allen key.
Oh, whatever. It's fine, it's fine. So, this cylinder should just pop off.
Yeah,
What's all that crap on the side?
I've no
That's the
idea.
coolant. That's all the cooling system.
I told you it had coolant.
I told you it had coolant.
I told you it had coolant.
It should still come off, Jake. What's that massive nut in the middle? I've never seen that. There, look.
What?
Here, Jake. Allen key.
It's probably...
That's going to show you the piston.
Probably.
But what's holding this on now?
Everything's falling off now.
Yeah, that's the point.
No. Look, you've
Nah,
got my gaskets.
something's missing, mate. What are we missing? Something's missing.
In fact, it might be that bolt, you know.
It can't be. I've never seen a bolt in the middle like that. I've never. Right, let's take that off anyway and see what happens, guys. I will try and get all this coolant crap off and all. Alright, guys. Annoyingly, Jake left a couple of minutes ago. Now, I think I'm right. Now, if you look, there's a ding in here. There's a ding there because something has dinged it, you see? Something's scraped it. That's a piece of metal. Now, I'm looking at this piston. Look at this piston. I think that's in a sorry state. Look, it's all crumbled at the bottom. Something's gone on there. I would suggest that something's gone through the engine there, guys. I am going to pull that barrel off in a minute, so you will see it closely. But from this angle, I think it's pretty clear to me. that piston's terrible. Big old gap at the top there on the right. Can you see that? Sorry, this positioning's not great. Let me see. Here you go. Right, big old gap top. See, in fact, whole way around, no gap on the bottom. It's obviously scraping very close to the bottom. It's a bad piston. And that's what the pressure would be. I'd need to turn the engine. Can I turn this engine by hand using this crank here? No, probably not. I mean, I can just pop the cylinder. It needs to be at the bottom anyway. To be fair, this is all ready to come off. By the way, it's just literally needs working its way off. I'm going to show you the rings and I'm going to show you the piston. I think they're bad, and then we'll see the cylinder. This bike's done 68,000 miles, and the speedo's not been working for a while. So it could have done 80,000 miles. I mean, if it hasn't had a change recently, then it's well due one. So let's get this cylinder off. Let's see exactly what we're working with. Let's see what's going on. It doesn't look terrible, guys, but it looks enough for me to stop it working. So, guys, the cylinder itself is smooth. You know, plenty smooth actually. So I don't think there's been any scraping going on, but I am going to show you the piston. It looks really worse for wear, I think. Look, it's dinged, it's broken, it's bent, the valves. I mean, look. To me, it's had it. I'm going to actually pull it out. Can I use the chain to pull it out? Does that work? There you go. Right. Now the rings look okay, but look, see this sharp edge here at the bottom? Look at that. I can't tell, guys. I'm really in two minds. The bottom end is fine. There's no play in there. There's no, you know, huge amounts of play. There's too much play in this piston actually, guys. Look. In fact, look, left, right, way too much play in this piston. I think it needs a new piston only. Even these rings are even okay. A touch loose actually, guys. I think, Jake, try a new piston here, mate, and I'm going to pop this head off. I'm going to pop this piston off so you guys can have a really good look. Would that mess with the compression enough? I'd be tempted to go new piston. I don't think we're going to have the budget for valves. I need to get a valve compressor is what I need. A top end like this with lesser miles wouldn't hurt. But look, you can see a ding there. You see there? It's been kind of dinged with something, which may have then gone through it and come out the exhaust. In fact, there's a shard in there. You can't see it, but there's a breakage in there as well, actually, guys. It's at the back there. That's interesting. Right, what's the other side like? There's a piece of metal that's come off there. That's what I think you can kind of see it there, guys. That's what would have been making all the rattling and all the problem. That's what would have dinged the head. That's what's happened. Right. That's what's happened, guys. That piece of metal has snapped off there by the valve, right? You can see, you can kind of see it. Sultan, you got a torch? Show me a torch quickly, please. Just use your phone, mate.
Oh, I think the light. Torch light.
No, that'll do. Right, guys, I'm going to show you. Sultan's going to shine his torch in. So basically, at the back, you can see where it's split. Right, that's it, mate. Get in a bit more. See if you can get in a bit more. There you go. Hang on, come over a bit. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? See if you can get right in there with your torch, but obviously not in the cap. Right, there you go. Right, hold there. Right, guys, see that piece at the back there? There should be a piece at the front as well, helping guide it. That's broke off. That would have gone into the engine. That's been hammering up and down, pow, 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 on the heads, on the valves there, and it's been dinging away. Look, for a long time at this. Look at it. It's terrible. it's wrecked. That's what happened. That's the diagnosis over. Do you agree, nurse? Time of Alright. Time of death was whatever day I test rode it up and down there.
17th of December.
That's clear, that's clear. Jake, you owe me a lexmoto, I believe. That's what I think. Isn't that what we agreed? That is what he said. And you simply need one new piston. Not bad, is it, Sultan? One new piston and some rings. And this should become a fully running... Guys, let me just stress that the cylinder is showing no signs of issues. The bore itself, sorry. The valve head seems fine and usable. I guess a concern would be if that bit has broke off, is the back bit solid? I think it'll be fine, actually. We need a gasket kit and we need a piston head, and I believe this will become a fully running engine again. Maybe. Sultan, how are we doing? It's only been 4 hours.
Yeah, right.
You've put in 2 bolts. Honestly, guys, I'm taking the mick, but Sultan's doing a really good job. And we have some... Hold it up, turn it around. That's it.
I actually put 1 bolt on the end.
You've bent it up a bit, yeah? We are going to bend it back down.
Yeah.
Great job there, mate. Great job. This is where we can also make some brackets for the indicators.
Indicators?
Yeah. What you use is a similar system here, Sultan, with just rectangles.
Oh, yeah.
And you just bend them around the corner. Cool. Nice. Calf racer's getting there. Sultan's working away on his own, to be fair at it. Which is fine. Yeah, I neglected you a bit today. To diagnose the issue with the SH. But you know what? An SH with a new piston and rings with 68,000 miles is a rebuilt top end. Is great, really. Well, it's not a fully rebuilt top end, but it's part way there. Right, guys. Sultan's done all the hard work with the rear light bracket. We're just testing the actual lighting system now and how they work. So one will be active when your lights are on. So if you just switch that.
While like everything else is.
Right, come on, just switch the ignition on. I know you're struggling.
I'm not struggling. I'm just focusing on you.
So guys, we'll be looking for one light will be just the normal light, and then we'll have the brake light.
There we go. Hey.
Okay, so front light's on, yes?
Yes.
Great. So one of these will just power the light. So this is the light here. Do you want to hold this here for me, just like that, exactly there? So let's see. So one will come on naturally. There. But that's quite powerful. So that could be the brake light. Now, so that would go in there. So that's your normal rear running light. Okay. Now this yellow shouldn't do anything at this stage. Yep, nothing at all. But if we hold the brake light on, what? If we hold the brake light on, the rear brake, and then put this in, we should have. Ow!
Fucking spark. That's.
Ow! We should have a spark. They're all touching, guys. Right, let me just check something. So black. Right, so red. There you go. Right, so red. So which one? So this yellow one's not happy though, but that seems more like a fault. Let me just check it's not me. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop that off and wire it properly, guys, so we're not messing. I think we have it sorted, but I'm going to wire it properly so we're not messing. Okay, guys, so that's rough wiring, but that's wired. So we should have it come on with the ignition.
They got pills to help you. There we go.
Thank God for that. Now, technically, I don't know, see, all LEDs are on, and that's bothering me, Sultan. Technically, if you press the rear light now, it should blow up. Ah, interesting. Pressing the rear light, guys, has put on the number plate. See underneath here, press the rear light again, that's the number plate light up light. So that's wrong. So let's try a different wiring. One moment, guys, we'll be back. Guys, take two. I will work this out. That kind of looks better. Now press the rear brake. Yes. 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 Perfect. Come and have a look for yourself. I think we believe the front brake switch is busted. That's very easy. Right, normal rear running light. Brake light. Happy?
Happy days.
Happy.
Happy days.
Happy. Excellent. So we know the colouring system, guys. It's black on black. Obviously, it's yellow on red and red on blue. Easy. Let's get them chopped and wired.
Professionally.
No, let's not. Let's just remember the system. That's a kind of last minute thing because we're going to tape them. Unless you want to put them on clips more professionally.
Yeah.
We'll work that out.
Later,
it's nice. It's nice. Let's go one more time, rear brake. And we do need to figure out what's happening with the front brake switch. Maybe the wiring. Oh, look, the wiring's not on.
Just like before with the indicators, the wiring just wasn't on.
Well, hang on. Is the switch on there though? We know. Yes.
It's too short.
It's too far because he's changed the bar. So because he's changed the bar, we can't get the new. Right, that makes sense. The new indicators can't reach.
It might be in luck.
Have I got close?
You got very close.
Actually, I'm there, aren't I?
Do you want some brake cleaner because they look a bit.
Nah, that's all right. That's all right. Sorry, guys. Terrible filming. Let's try and work this out. Brake. Nice, simple little fix there, guys. Rear brake, front brake, all works. Puts the lights on. It's nice. Just being like really devil's advocate. It would have been better putting that metal on the inside of the white lip.
Hey, you're free to try as well. It's difficult.
My only kind of slight thought is, I mean, it looks brilliant. You've done great fabrication work there, and then it kind of lets itself down a little bit. You see what I mean? Just there.
Yeah.
And it'd be so easy just to tuck that under.
Oh, no, it isn't. It's not. Far from it.
It would, though.
Oh, no. I was trying to do that for the last 2 hours.
All right, listen, that's your work. Keep it. But that's all good now. Let's not kill your new battery. So we'll remember the wiring. It's the yellow from the light onto the wiring red, and the red from the light onto the wiring blue. Okay, we can come back to our own video to work that out. That's easy. But you've done a lot of work there, mate.
Should we do the indicators and just.
I'm waiting for Warren anyway, so why not?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. With the steering lock problem, I think Jake's been here today, and I think we agreed that it's either where it had that knock at the front, or where someone has tried to steal the bike in the past, where they try and snap the ignition, because that's what happens. The barrel comes out and goes in there, so it doesn't line up, basically. Thing is that to make that work, you need new forks, and that's an absolute waste of time. These forks are straight enough now. I've played with them. I think I'm not going to go for perfection on this bike. It owes me $450. It owes me about $500, including the travel at this stage. And it's a brilliant running, great bike with a good alarm system on it, with heated grips, with these bar things. What are they called? Mitts. So I think with this one, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to put it all back together soon. Not today, but soon. And then sell it as a great running bike. As it is, basically. It'll be $850 all day long. It's 2 years old. It's fuel injected. It does loads of miles to the gallon. It's got a lot going for it. So yeah, this is going to be a good one. I'm quite looking forward to it, actually. As in to getting it sold and moving on to the next. I'm going to put the battery on charge at home fully, because this has an alarm system. It needs a full charge. Yeah, and yeah, again, I just don't know what the steering lock issue is, but it just doesn't have one.
Yeah, we're good. Anyways, Indicators, so done some fabrication, and basically that's going to be mounted onto that, and that's going to be mounted onto
Hidden.
that.
It'll be fairly hidden.
Hidden and everything. We're just cropping it a bit, just kneading it up, just getting it all sorted. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a
Great start.
running, working bike. MOT runs. Needs the only thing that needs to be done actually.
No
right
MOT.
now, it needs an MOT, but the only thing that it needs right now for it to pass its MOT is just put it all together now. Everything's all set.
No.
License plate.
Exhaust.
Oh yeah, oh yes! Oh yes!
I was just saying to Sultan how well this light works, guys. I think it looks amazing. Just keep it neat. If you look from this angle, it's so neat and tidy. That's exactly what you want from a custom calf racer, guys. So neat and tidy that. You did a great job. You did a great job on that, mate. I don't say that to you much. I have said to him, look, we'll just trim around the edges here and up here just to minimise. It'll just look that tiny bit neater, and we will probably tuck that in on the inside of this lip because we need to paint that anyway at some point. But actually, look at this stunning bike. It's really coming into its own now, I think. We're just waiting for these exhausts, and then this bike will be pretty close to being ready. Tomorrow we're going to do the front brake. Our thoughts are that it's a bit crudded in there. We can see there's plenty pad, but it's a bit crudded in there, and we think it probably needs a .4 fluid change. Easy, we bought it today. And then we're going to have a beautiful brake. Don't get me wrong, this brake works perfectly, guys, but it's a little bit stiff. No, it's a bit grabby when we push the bike, so it's probably just a bit of old stale .4 or watered .4, and a bit of cleaning on the pistons needed. That'll be quick and easy. Rear brake is the rear brake disc, or lovely rear brake's an internal drum. That's fine. I think that all works well. We haven't selected gears on this bike yet, have we? Tomorrow. What now? No. What, drive it?
Not drive it, just see if it goes into gear.
I think without the exhaust, without some back pressure, it just doesn't. It's not great. It's not great. Let's wait. Anyway, guys, we're wrapping up for today. We are freezing. Kind of good news with the SH. We know what that needs. I'll order a piston for it. The Diablo's just going to go back together tomorrow. It's not that like I haven't got the willing. It's just that the front panels aren't available. The lock set isn't going to change anything because it's an internal problem. And it's a beautiful bike with 500 miles on it. It rides like new. It's fuel injected. It does something stupid like 120 miles to the gallon. So just if something works okay, well enough, leave it be, really. I am going to neaten up this with probably some tape or something. I might sand that bit down a bit and then put some white tape just to make it a bit better. But nothing major, guys. And I am going to take the battery off right now and charge it and leave it fully set. Great day's work, guys, considering I'm still a bit under the weather. I haven't got much energy. I think Sultan, you should be really pleased, mate, that when I look at nice calf racers, that's the kind of lighting, that's the kind of rear end on a bike that I look for. And I think you're actually doing a great job, mate. Yeah. I'm saying that on camera.
So you know what he means.
I'm saying that on camera. I was talking to Sultan this morning, guys. What I like is I'm at the stage with Sultan now where I say to him, look, just get this done. And I don't have to. I talk him through it very quickly and briefly, and then he uses his own brain. That's the kind of stage I like at this garage. Gary did it the other day with his shocks. So I give you the picture and the idea, and then you get on with it. If you get stuck, I help you out. Same with Jake today and his piston issue. I think we completely solved the issue. That bike had some sort of weird knocking in it. There was a little piece of metal in the chamber. It slammed back and forward against the piston. It changed the piston. It made it out of shape. And then it probably shot out the exhaust. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, it needs a new piston, I believe, and rings. Simple. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of my new intro. I think that's going to be on there today. And I like the new intro. I think it works really well. I had input from all you guys and my sister, funny enough. She texts me and goes, I think you should change the wording. And I was like, all right. Not that she watches the channel. But I'm really glad that we've kind of carried through Christmas. We've done loads of nice projects. I don't normally do this much in the winter, guys. January, I'll thin down a bit. When you really are in the ice and snow, will thin down a bit. But we do have a generator now, which is nice, buddy. And look, we've got a bit more room there, so we can pull a bike. We can pull the first 3 bikes out now, I think. Put 1 bike in there to work on, and generate some lights, and maybe even a little heater. Maybe that will power consistently up to 80 watts, I think. Oh, the bulb is no, hang on, no, 800 watts.
800.
Yeah, sorry, I got that.
More than enough. More than enough.
Yeah, I mean, heaters are quite high wattage though, mate, but you can get smaller ones. We'll work something out.